All right, looks like we got a few bodies in here. Welcome everybody. We get started in about 2 minutes. Then that escalated quickly. I see 9. I'm not a YouTube veteran by any chance, so I don't think I have a way to see who you are, but go ahead, drop some in the chat. I got the laptop open, so I'm monitoring that as we go. Jumped up to 17 real quick. Should be a good time. Bowman's always a good time. Who doesn't love some Bowman? Got about 2 minutes. And then we're going to do it live. We'll do it live. What's going on, Thomas? Welcome in. Oh man, Alex is here. I just want everybody, anything that Alex CA 2477 says, just understand that he's an Astros fan. So let's just kind of take that with a grain of salt. Um, and just really just kind of publicly shame him as much as we can all collectively do. If anybody has a trash can they want to bang on mid break, that would be fantastic. Um, any other kind of shame you might be able to come up with would be kindly appreciated. Big Cardinals fan, Kyle. Yadi's my guy. Got a couple things you might want to see. So we got that bad boy right there. I think that's like a pop 10 or pop 15. And then this one right here, jersey number match, 4 out of 5. Yadi is forever my guy. So I'm pumped up about that. All right. Jackson's here to wish us good luck because this is the hardest card I ever pulled out of a Bowman pack of any kind. So he's a lucky charm for today. What up, Thomas? I'm doing great, brother. It's good. Got a little gym session in this morning. Ate a little bit. And now we're going to rip some Bowman. So, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, Salvador Perez, solid catcher, man. I think he's criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. So we got 2 breaks back to back. Each break is gonna be 2 Bowman jumbo packs. If you don't know, Bowman jumbo pack is really 2 packs. So break 1, top 2. Break 2, bottom 2. For you Yellow Brick Card Club guys, I think we're running 491 and 496. Shout out to Metzi for organizing this little community and putting it all together. And I use the Godfather meme every time I think I'm out. They pull me back in. So Metzi shot me a message, asked me if I want to rip some Bowman. That's gonna be a hard one to say no to. So I went ahead and jumped straight on that. I watch a lot of breaks, man. I used to. I've been out of the hobby a little bit for a minute, but I still know what I'm talking about. But I really hate a lot of breakers, the slow build and all that kind of stuff. So we're really just going to kind of get to it. We're 2 minutes in. I think everybody didn't come here to listen to me run my mouth. We came here to open some cards. So let's jump to it. Pack 1, break 1. It's showtime. So for those of you who don't know, there should be 1 auto in each of these little 2 packs. So we should see a minimum of 4 autos today. So that should be a good time. All right, getting right to it. We got Tim Piazza 10, first Bowman, paper base. Ike Irish, first Bowman. He's a big hit. Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby. That's the name we're looking for. We see some color or an auto with this guy. Somebody's going to be real happy. Thomas White, non-first. Jack Gurovich. As a Cardinals fan, I can tell you I don't know who the hell that guy is. Yeah, Alex, if you move with confidence, bro, everybody will just assume you know what you're talking about. George Lombard Jr., solid. Nolan Schubart, first paper. Cash Mayfield, fantastic name, non-first. Caleb Wing, kind of a dope pitcher name. Josh Hammond, first paper. Grant Richardson, first paper. Ethan Petrie, first paper. Eduardo Quintero. I got this guy on my fantasy dynasty team. Looking forward to him. Trevor Cohen, first paper. Carson Bench, non-first. Brian Curley, first. J.D. Dix. If you ever get a minute, pull up the scouting report on this guy and just read it. It's uh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. The wordplay is out of this world. Slade Caldwell, non-first. Brady Ebel, first paper. Adonis Guzman, first paper. Jamie Arnold, first paper. Ethan Frey, first paper. Patrick Forbes. Gavin Turley, first. Xavier Nayans, first. Matthew Fisher, first. Tate Southison. Yeah, Bowman really give you an exercise in pronunciation of wild names. Uh, Corbin Dickinson, first paper. Jake Cook, first paper. Luis Pena, Cody Miller, first. Griffin Hughes, first. Bryce Cunningham, I see some sparkles. Landon Hodge, first paper. Rainier Rodriguez, that's not a first, but that kid's going to be a stud. I can tell you that with confidence. What's up, you all mañana? Joshua Flores, and now we get to the good stuff. So Quentin Young, first speckle. That is not numbered. Just a nice speckle refractor. Very nice. We got a Axis car with Arjun Namala. My guy Philly from Tool Time podcast we used to run was huge on this guy. We got the Colin Yeeman, first chrome. Carlos LaGrange, non-first chrome. We got a Billy Carlson, first chrome. Tim Piacetin, first chrome. Ike Irish, first chrome. That's nice. That's very nice. Cameron Maldonado, first chrome. We got that Dax Kilby, first chrome. That's nice. And yeah, to my eye, that looks pretty clean, man. I'd put a little wipe on that. You might have yourself a high-grade PSA card right there. Ryan Waldschmidt, non-first. Kane Kepley, first chrome. There's a Quintero again on the non-first. Trevor Cohen, Carson Bench, Brian Curley first, Spencer Jones, Antonio Jimenez first, Josuar Gonzalez non-first, Miguel Sime Jr. first. We got a Cade Obermeller refractor, very nice. We got a Charlie Condon refractor, not a first, but still a big prospect. Very nice. Mason Neville first, refractor, and a Yolfran Castillo non-first refractor. So it looks like the auto is in the other side. There we go. All right. Ryan Sloan non-first, Colin Neiman first paper, Carlos LaGrange again. You're going to see a lot of the same names. Billy Carlson first paper, Jordan Yost first paper, Kane Kepley, Braden Montgomery non-first, Ethan Hedges first paper, Jared Thomas non-first. The paper that comes out of these things is insane, man. Brandon Compton first paper. The Bowman Yeezus, the picture fits. Okay, I see that. J.R. Ritchie, stud pitcher. Sean Gamble, first paper. Luke LaCourse. Steele Hall, another solid baseball name. C.J. Gray. Ryan Mitchell first. No clue who that is. Caleb Bonham. Murph Gray. That is not a solid baseball name. My goodness gracious. What are your parents doing to you, bro? Murph? Josh Owens first paper. Kalen Culpepper, solid prospect. Cooper Fleming first. Jefferson Rojas non-first. Zach Root. A.J. Russell first paper. James Tibbs the third. Mitch Voits. Tommy Troy, another big prospect. Arun Escobar. James Elwanger first. Felnin Celestin, another guy that Philly's super high on and has been for a long time. Gavin Killen. Gavin Killen. That is an amazing name. Gavin. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but I would just pronounce it that way. Sean Episcope. Sound like a scientist. Tommy White. Nick Becker. Hagen Smith. Tanner Franklin. Blake Mitchell. Oh, we got a nice little die cut. If you know me, you know I love me some die cuts. It's an in-action Carson Bench. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. That is not numbered. That is kind of cool, though. Don't hate it. We got the George Lombard Jr. Prize Prospects. That is a nice looking insert. Okay. Tatum Gray. Sure. TJ the die cut guy. You know me. Jacob Reamer. Landon Harmon. Jesus Made. Very solid prospect. Justin Lampkin. Yandel Ricardo. Nate Snead. Ryan Sloan. Eduardo Tate. Oh my God, man. These people. The double entendres just write themselves at this point. Kason Cunningham on the first chrome. Josiah Hartshorn on the first chrome. We got Steele Hall, first chrome. CJ Gray again. This guy again. Caleb Bonham. Murph Gray on the first. And there we go. Charles Davalin. First blue team color match out of 150. And that looks sharp. Congratulations if you're holding the Dodgers. Clean auto, blue ink, blue parallel, blue helmet. That is lovely. I'm not going to trouble you guys with me sleeving and top loading all these up for each one. That is a solid hit. That is a solid hit. Steele Hall on the refractor. CJ Gray on the refractor. Oh my goodness. I feel like these three guys come back to back in every sequence. And Caleb Bonham on the non-first refractor. Nice first hit on the auto. Take another look at that. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. Low number, non-pitcher. Solid prospect. I probably should have clarified, but we're running these sequentially, so everything right now is break 491. 496. We'll go second. Alex, you're the one that eats cards, brother. That's your forte. I don't get into that. Jacob Reimer, Landon Harmon, Jesus Made. And then as we get through this second pack, Seth Hernandez. Now that, I don't usually advocate for pitchers. If you got a fantasy baseball team, particularly a dynasty league, Seth Hernandez, look him up. Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Kane Kepley, Josue Briseño, Malachi Witherspoon, Jared Thomas, Brandon Compton, Riley Quick. Good baseball names today. Antonio Jimenez, Ryan Mitchell again, Caleb Bonham again, Brady Brecht. Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Cooper Fleming, Briggs McKenzie, another good baseball name. Joshua Kuroda Grauer. I don't know, man. There's a lot going on that picture. There's a whole lot going on right there. The goggles, the hair, the hat, the name, the hyphen. AJ Russell, James Tibbs III. It's at least the third time we've seen him. Mitch Voigt, Aaron Escobar, James Elwanger, Felnin again, Gavin Killenham again, Tommy White, Nick Becker, Hagen Smith, Tanner Franklin on the first, Blake Mitchell. Okay, I'll get to the fun stuff. We got another speckle, Mitch Voigt, not numbered. We discussed this. Oh, okay. Ike Irish. See, I like this. It's got the draft position, the position he plays, height, weight. Is much better than the past draft pick cards that they've had. That is a solid hit. I think that's like the purple lizard back, reptilian, dragon face, whatever it is. It's out of 199. Got a print line running right through there. But if you grade, PSA will account for certain manufacturers' defects, and I found that in Bowman Chrome, a print line like that is not going to kill your grade. So, if that's yours, send it in with confidence because that looks clean. Caden Boone, Josh Hammond on the first Chrome, Pep, Matthew Fisher, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, Joseph DeZerwa, whatever, man, Tyson Lewis, Chin, oh my goodness, Ching Hsien Ko, sure, Dominic Reed, JJ Weatherholt, that is my guy. He's going to be on the opening day roster this year. Cade Crossland, Luke Dickerson, Nolan Sailors, Brady Breck, Josh Owens on the first, Kalen Culpepper, Cooper Fleming again, Landon Harmon on the refractor, Jesus Made on the non-first refractor, Justin Lampkin, and then Yando Ricardo on the non-first refractor. So pretty sure we got an auto coming up in this pack. Got to close out 491. So far, Reds and Dodgers with the big hits in this break. That Dodgers auto was sexy. That is a nice one. Okay, let's fly through some of this base. Castillo, Kent, Johnny Level, another good baseball name. Tayton Gray, terrible name. Franklin Arias, Caden Bodine on the first, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Jake Monroe, sound like a cop. Theo Guillen, Dean Livingston on the first, Theron Lorenzo, all right, bro. Dean Moss on the first paper, J.D. Thompson, Alfredo Duno, solid prospect, J.D. Middleton, Shotaro Mori, C.J. Gray again, Riley Kelly, two last names, J.J. Weatherholt again, Cade Crossland, Cardinals fan, don't know who he is, Luke Dickerson, Nolan Sailors again, Dante Nori, Ben Jacobs on the first. Yeah, that would be fun. There was this break I was watching where the guy, he was just totally incapable of pronouncing names from any Hispanic background. And Aristides Aquino came up and he called him Arrest Titties. And I threw my phone across the room. I was cry laughing for a while. Arrest Titties. Sammy Satufa, Dominic Fritton, Travis Sikora, solid prospect. Devin Taylor. Sorry, Devin. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Easton Carmichael, Walker Jenkins, solid prospect, Ethan Frey, Eli Willits, arguably the prospect in this product. I kind of like the shortstop for the Yankees, Dax Kilby, a little bit better. Caleb Lees, Gage Wood, Gabe Davis, Charles Davalin. Okay, we got another one of these prize prospects inserts. This time, Billy Carlson. We got some Caden Bodine, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Peter Cusso, Max Williams, Andrew Salas, Anthony Evanson, Elian Pena, Cameron Miller, Connor Griffin, Riley. I was like, man, there's supposed to be an auto in here somewhere. And unless it's like a 29-year-old pitcher, that could be good. Let's go from the back real quick and get it. Josue Gonzalez, Antonio Jimenez, Spencer Jones refractor, Brian Curley refractor, Riley Kelly refractor, and that is nice. Cameron Nelson gold wave out of 50. If you went in on the Rockies, that was a solid hit. I'm not as up on my prospects as I generally accustomed to being. Be curious to see where he falls on the prospect spectrum. So the big boys from break 491, Got Steel Hall, Cameron Nelson on the gold auto, Steel Hall on the purple lizard face out of 199, and then Charles Devallin. Good color, non-pitchers, so that's how I like my autos. There you go, Kyle. You picked up the Rockies towards the end. Well, shit, man. I'd be happy with that. I don't know what you paid for that spot, but pretty sure that card is worth at least that much. Very good. All right. Should we get right to it? Let's jump into 496. So that'll wrap up 491. Hopefully everybody is happy, especially if you pull the Dodgers, the Reds, or the Rockies. Let me set these large stacks of cards that I got to sort out later. The break is the fun part. It's all this nonsense afterwards. It's sorting, packing, shipping. If I didn't have to do any of that, I'd break cards all day. All right. Little good luck. Cheerio. Come on, JC. Give us a little good luck over here. What up, Kevin? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Come on, JC. Give us some love on this next one. 496. Let's get right to it. Just throwing card wrappers on the floor. All right. Johnny Level, Tate Gray, Jacob, Harmon, Bazana, Watson, Arias, Bodine. I'm assuming the vast majority of you guys don't give a shit about any of this paper, so we're going to start bumping through this real quick. Oh, DeVry, solid prospect. Livingston first, Quinn on the first, Janet, Thompson, Duno, Middleton, Pena, Millar, Connor Griffin, Weatherholt, Slowinski, Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison, Nori, Ben Jacobs, Aaron Walton, Max Clark, Mason Morris, Eduardo Tate, Aiden West. Enough of me just making fun of everybody's names. This is what happens when you don't have scouting reports on guys. Chase Shores, solid names. Cam Caminiti, another good prospect. Oliveto, Lugo, Fiend. That is pretty. No numbers on it. That is pretty. I kind of like the inserts this year. Arjun, Quentin Young, Jackson Wiggins, Chase Shores again, Kim Caminiti, Oliveto, Lugo, Fiend. We should have some color on auto popping up here soon. Felon Celestin, Gavin Killen, Episcope, Tate, Corbin Dickerson, Jake Cook on a refractor, Luis Pena, Cody Miller, Jordan Yost. That is a base auto for Jordan Yost. Nice hit for the Tigers. Hopefully we didn't pull all the color in the first break. Mason Morris, Eduardo Tate, Casey Cunningham, Josiah Hartshorn on a refractor. I did shuffle the packs before I just stacked them up. So, like I said, I hope 491 didn't get all the color and 496 gets stuck with the base. But we should have a nice color parallel coming out of this guy right here. About 13 people in the stream. What up, everybody? Jump in the chat if you got something wild to say. Made, Lampkin, Ricardo, Sneed on the first, Nelson, Witherspoon, Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, Pico Cone, Thayron Lorenzo, Dean Moss, Briseño, Witherspoon, there's Shotaro again, Riley Quick, Casey Cunningham again, Hartshorn, Crossland. Pretty sure we've seen all of these guys at least once up to this point. There will be some dupes in your stacks. There's that guy again. Looks like Little John. Look at him. Yeah. What? I see some purple back there. Devin Taylor, Bradfield, Carmichael, Walker, Frey. There's Willits again. Caleb Lees, Gage Wood, Gabe Davis, Charles Davelin. We got another one of these. 18th pick in the draft. Let's see. Dean Moss for the Rays. Nice purple out of 250. That is number 204 out of 250. Nice purple. Looks pretty clean. You just need a little wipe. You got some card dust on there. Nothing to get excited about. Wipe her down. Jesus made Bear. Kate Anderson on the first chrome. Youngerman on the first chrome. Obermeller. Charlie Condon. Mason Neville. Yolfran. We got Caden Kent on the first chrome. Johnny Level on the non-first. Aiden Miller. Landon Vidoric. All right, bro. Dakota Jordan. Ryan Weidman. Esmerlin Valdez. Aaron Walton. I think now we about to hit the refractors. You got Max Clark. Mason Moore. Here's your refractors. Gavin Fiend. Matt Barr, first refractor. Kate Anderson, solid prospect. Sean Youngerman again on the first chrome refractor. All right, we got one more pack, but it's really two more packs. So we have one more color prospect and one more auto. I have been thrilled with the fact that none of the autos and none of the hits have been pitchers. So we can all rejoice in that one. Alex, shut your face. Sean Youngerman, I told him he could get in the chat, but I'm the only one with the mic, bro. You gotta live with that. Obermeller, Charlie Condon, Mason Neville, Dean Curley, Kevin McGonigal, Lombardi, Bazana, Dominic Reed. Okay, you're flipped upside down for some reason. That's weird. Rock Riggio, Cody Bowker, Leo DeVree, Mason Peters, Johandry Quinn, Janik, Salas, Evanson, Pena, Millar, Griffin, and all card shipping on this too. So worry not. Worry not. All right. We got some Tyler, some Selena, Slowinski, Pratt, Morrison, Walton, Clark, Morris, Tate, West, Shores, Caminiti, Oliveto, Lugo, Fiend. Okay. And then, of course, I cursed it because now we got pitcher color. This is the green grass out of 99. A little bit more of a traditionalist when it comes to my parallels, but this is one of the few that I don't mind. Tyler Bremner, Angels pitcher out of 99. The way the Angels go, he's probably in the bigs already. We got the access for Walter Jenkins, like those inserts. Malcolm Moore, Kyle Lodis, Sirota, Curley, McGonigal, Lombardi, Bazana, Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, Shotaro again, Riley Quick again, Slade Caldwell again, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Jamie Arnold, Kristen Fouch. It's probably the first time I've seen that one. Liam Doyle. Solid first round pick for the Cardinals. Gonna be a stud. Caden Kent refractor, Johnny Level refractor, Tayton Gray refractor, and a Jacob Reimer refractor. Another solid prospect. Non-first for that one. All right, gentlemen, and probably not, but potentially ladies. We got one more pack to go, and then we will be all set. One more pack to go. We got one more auto in here. Let's hope it's a big one. Walt Schmidt, solid D-backs prospect. Matt Barr, Kate Anderson, Gustavo Melendez, Malcolm Moore, Kyle Ladice, Sirota, George. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. Louis Bellew. Again, not going to try. There's no sense in embarrassing myself and potentially sounding racist. Antonio Jimenez, Caden Cunningham, Hartshorn, Steele Hall, Sebastian Walcott, Christian Fouch, Liam Doyle on the paper, Peter Cusso on the paper, Max Williams first paper, JoJo Parker, big prospect. I'm kind of surprised it's the first time we've seen JoJo Parker at all these packs, and it's just a first paper. Maybe he's got a nice auto hanging out in here. Alex, you don't want to see what I'm made of, bro. I will be promptly canceled and potentially arrested. Matthew Mura, Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, Aiden Miller, Landon Vidoric, Dakota Jordan, Ryan Weidman, Esmeralyn Valdez. We got Johnny Farmello, Mason McConaughey, no relation to Matthew Arjun, Quentin Young, Jackson Wiggins. We got another one of these. This is where I was drafted cards. Seth Hernandez, I was telling y'all about this guy. I'm trying to tell you. Bradley Beeble, I like these. Okay, we got a paper for some color. Connor Essenberg. I don't know that I love pulling paper parallels. Like, just give me the chrome. It is 150 out of 150, which if you're into that sort of thing, I guess is kind of cool. We still got an auto in here, so I guess that's kind of a bonus hit. So that's not too bad. Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, Thomas White. Yeah, that guy. George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubart, Cash Mayfield. Yeah, auto going to jump out at us here in any second now. Oh, I thought I saw. Oh, looks like it's going to be a base auto, so it's just gonna happen. Gustavo Melendez, Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, Yohandry Morales, JT Quinn, Walker Janik, JD Thompson, Alfredo Duno, JR Middleton, and there he is. Max Ballou. If you had the Rockies in both breaks, bro, you're doing pretty solid. Nice first base auto. Murph Gray on the refractor. That will never not be hilarious to me. Eduardo Quintero, Trevor Cohen, and Carson Bench. Quick little recap for your hits. We got the Max Bellew first chrome auto. Connor Essenberg on the first blue paper out of 150. Tyler, TJ, keep your mouth shut. Don't say we haven't hit any pitchers yet. So here's one immediately. Tyler Bremner, green grass out of 99. We got the Dean Moss first chrome purple out of 250. And then the Jordan Yost base auto. So it's two separate breaks, but I'm looking at this as if I bought this jumbo box. I got a gold auto, blue auto, a couple base autos, a couple nice low number parallels. To be honest with you, I'm probably pissed off if I spent $750 on a break, or on the box, but you bought into a break. So that's why I always advocate breaking this instead of buying this, because it is rough. It is rough. Other than that, appreciate all you guys joining in. I'll get this uploaded so you guys can go to my channel and check it out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, fellas. Congratulations, Dodgers. Congratulations, Rockies. It's probably the two big winners of the day from the first break. Yeah. There's your big hits. There's your big hits. All right, fellas. That's a wrap. Take it easy.